Hello, my friend. I still remember what it felt like to hear English and understand almost nothing. The words came fast, in like rain hitting the ground, before I could catch even one drop. People laughed in movies, and I did not know why. A character whispered something important, and I lost it. Someone spoke with emotion, with anger, with love, with pain, and I could feel that something powerful was happening, but the meaning was behind a wall. I was outside the story, watching the door, wishing I had the key. I was not born with confidence. I was not born with a perfect ear. I did not grow up surrounded by native English speakers, international schools, or expensive teachers. I grew up with limited resources, but I had a hunger that was stronger than my limitations. I wanted to understand the world. I did not want English to remain noise. I wanted it to become meaning. I wanted to hear people speak in movies, in conversations, in interviews, and feel that I was no longer a stranger standing outside the room. When I began learning English, I did not learn because it was easy. I learned because I wanted a window. I wanted to see beyond my own world. I wanted to know how people from different countries thought, joked, argued, dreamed, and expressed their hearts. English was not only a school subject to me, it was a bridge. And every time I understood one more sentence, that bridge became stronger. Every morning, I went to the hotel to speak with foreigners. I listened carefully. I watched their mouths. I listened to their rhythm. Sometimes they spoke too fast. Sometimes I understood only half. Sometimes I smiled because I was lost. I made mistakes. I sounded foolish. But I kept speaking. I kept listening. I kept returning. That was my real method. Not magic. Not talent. Return. If you want to understand English movies without subtitles, you must first understand this: your ears are not weak. They are untrained. Your mind is not stupid. It is adjusting to a new rhythm. English in movies is not like English in a textbook. Movie English is alive. It is fast, emotional, messy, full of accents, whispers, jokes, slang, interruptions, and feelings. Real people do not speak like exam recordings. They cut words. They connect sounds. They speak with breath, with emotion, with silence between meanings. So if you cannot understand movies yet, do not be ashamed. You are not failing. You are standing at the edge of real English. And real English demands courage. For a long time, many learners hide behind subtitles. Subtitles feel safe. They give you control. They let your eyes do the work your ears are afraid to do. But if your eyes are always rescuing you, your ears never become strong. I am not saying subtitles are bad. They can help. But if you depend on them forever, English will stay on the screen, not inside you. And there comes a moment when you must turn off the subtitles and enter the storm. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. You may understand only small pieces. You may feel frustrated. You may think, I studied English for years. Why can't I understand this? But do not hate that moment. That moment is training. That moment is your ears waking up. That moment is your old dependence breaking. When I listened to foreigners, life did not give me subtitles. Real people did not pause and show me every word. I had to listen with my whole body. I had to guess from tone, expression, context, and emotion. I had to accept uncertainty. I had to understand not only words, but meaning. That is how you train. Do not try to understand an entire movie at first. That is like trying to lift a mountain. Choose one scene, one small scene, a few minutes. Watch it first like a human being, not like a frightened student. Look at the faces. Feel the emotion. Ask yourself, what is happening? Maybe you do not catch every word, but you catch the situation. This is important. Meaning does not live only in vocabulary. Meaning lives in context. Then listen again, catch one sentence, one phrase, one sound. Do not be greedy. A poor learner wants to understand everything immediately and then quits when it is difficult. A wise learner respects one sentence. One sentence understood deeply is a brick in your future. I learned English one brick at a time. One morning, one conversation, one mistake, one correction, one brave attempt. When you watch that same scene again, your ears begin to recognize patterns. The first time, it is noise. The second time, something appears. The third time, a phrase becomes clear. The fourth time, you hear the emotion behind the phrase. Slowly, the fog opens. This is not because the movie became easier. It is because you became stronger. Many people want new movies, new videos, new lessons, new methods every day. But sometimes the secret is not more content. Sometimes the secret is deeper contact. Stay with one scene until it teaches you. Stay with one voice until your ear understands the rhythm. Stay with one sentence until your mouth can speak it. Because listening and speaking are connected. If your mouth cannot produce a sound, your ear often struggles to recognize it. When you repeat after the actor, when you copy the rhythm, when you speak the sentence aloud, your listening improves. You are not only training your ear, you are training your whole system. English must become physical. Your tongue must feel the connection between words. Your mouth must learn how sounds disappear and join together. Your breath must learn the music. Your body must know what your brain has studied. When I practiced with foreigners, I did not only listen silently. I answered. I asked. I repeated. I used the language. That is why English became alive. If you only watch movies silently, your English may remain passive. You may understand more, but still freeze when you speak. So when you hear a powerful line, do not only admire it, speak it, copy it, feel it, say it again until it is no longer foreign. At first, you may sound strange. Good. That means you are training. You may feel embarrassed speaking alone. Good. That means you are breaking pride. You may hate your pronunciation. Do not hate it. Improve it. Your voice is not your enemy. Your voice is young in English. It needs repetition, not punishment. English did not only teach me words. It taught me courage. And understanding movies without subtitles is also courage. It is the courage to feel lost and continue. The courage to hear fast English and not run back immediately to comfort. The courage to say, I do not understand yet, but I am training. That word matters, yet. I do not understand yet. I cannot catch fast speech yet. I cannot watch without subtitles yet. I cannot speak like that yet. Yet keeps the door open. Do not say, I cannot understand English movies. Say, my ears are learning real English. Do not say, native speakers are too fast. Say, I am training for natural speed. Do not say, I am bad at listening. Say, my listening is becoming stronger. The words you speak to yourself can either build a bridge or build a prison. When I failed in life, I had many chances to build a prison. I was rejected. I was underestimated. I was not always chosen. But I learned that rejection is not the end if you turn it into training. The same is true with English. Every scene you fail to understand is not proof that you are weak. It is showing you where to train next. Maybe the actor speaks too fast. Train with that speed. Maybe the accent is difficult. Train with that accent. Maybe the vocabulary is unknown. Learn the words that carry the scene. Maybe the joke makes no sense. Learn the culture behind the joke. Every difficulty is a map. Do not throw away the map because it looks hard. Self-education means I do not wait for perfect conditions. I use what I have. A movie can become a teacher. A scene can become a classroom. An actor's voice can become a coach. A line of dialogue can become a tool for confidence. A mistake can become a doorway. When you watch English movies this way, you are not escaping life. You are training for life. You are learning how real people speak when they are angry, afraid, excited, in love, confused, determined. You are learning the emotional temperature of English. This matters because language is not only information. Language is feeling. If you only learn English from textbooks, your English may become correct but lifeless. Movies give you life. They show you how a sentence changes when someone is hurt, how a simple word becomes powerful when spoken with conviction, how silence can carry meaning, how people interrupt, hesitate, joke, apologize, persuade, and dream. This is why movies can change your listening. They do not only train your ears, they train your sense of human communication. But remember, you must watch actively. Not like someone lying down, waiting for fluency to fall from the sky. Watch like a builder. Listen like a hunter. Repeat like a musician. Return like a warrior. One scene today, one scene tomorrow, one voice, one phrase, one emotion, again and again. Again is the secret many people ignore. When I did not understand, again. When I made mistakes, again. When I felt embarrassed, again. When English sounded too fast, again. When progress felt invisible, again. Again turns weakness into strength. There will be days when you watch without subtitles and feel defeated. Continue. There will be days when you catch only 5 words. Continue. There will be days when your mind feels tired and your ears feel slow. Continue. Your brain is building patterns. Your ears are adjusting. In your mouth is learning rhythm. Your confidence is collecting evidence. Growth is often invisible before it becomes obvious. A seed does not shout underground, but it is growing. Roots do not ask for applause, but they are preparing the tree. Your quiet listening, your repeated scenes, your spoken lines, your daily practice, these are roots. Do not quit while the roots are growing. Many people quit because they think progress should feel dramatic every day. But real progress often feels ordinary. You sit down, you listen, you repeat. You miss words, you try again. Nothing looks special. But inside, your mind is changing. One day you watch a scene, and suddenly you understand more than before. Not because of luck, because of all the invisible days. That moment will feel like a door opening, and when it opens, you will want more. You will realize that English is not only a language on a screen, it is a world becoming available to you. You can watch stories without waiting for translation. You can hear the actor's real voice. You can feel the humor at the right moment. You can understand interviews, documentaries, speeches, and conversations with more freedom. That freedom changes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who always needs help. You begin to see yourself as someone who can learn directly from the world. That is powerful, because the moment you can learn directly, your world expands. You are no longer limited to what someone translates for you. You can reach the source. English becomes a bridge to knowledge, culture, business, confidence, and opportunity. But the bridge must be crossed daily. Do not practice once and expect transformation. Do not watch one movie and judge your future. Give yourself time. Give yourself repetition. Give yourself the dignity of being a learner. A learner is not someone who is weak. A learner is someone who refuses to stay the same. I was a learner when I spoke broken English with foreigners. I was a learner when I failed. I was a learner when I was rejected. I am still a learner in life. The day you stop learning is the day your world begins to shrink. Keep your world expanding. Use movies not only to understand English, but to train your courage. Turn off the subtitles for a few minutes and face the unknown. Then use subtitles wisely, not as a crutch forever, but as a light. Check what you missed. Listen again without them. Speak the line aloud. Make it yours. This is how you move from dependence to freedom, not all at once, step by step. Do not be ashamed if you need subtitles sometimes. Shame does not help learning, but do not let comfort become your master. Use support, then challenge yourself. Learn, then test yourself. Listen, then speak. Understand, then express. Because English must move through you, not only toward you. If you want to understand movies, train your listening. If you want to become confident, train your voice. If you want English to change your life, train your identity. Your identity changes when you stop saying, I am bad at English, and start saying, In I am becoming stronger every day. It changes when you stop hiding from difficult English and start walking toward it. It changes when you stop being embarrassed by mistakes and start using them as material. Mistakes are not stains. They are footprints. They prove you are moving. Every time you misunderstand a line and then learn it, you become stronger. Every time you repeat a sentence that once sounded impossible, you become stronger. Every time you watch without subtitles and survive the discomfort, you become stronger. This is not only listening practice. This is self-development. You are teaching yourself patience. You are teaching yourself focus. You are teaching yourself resilience. You are teaching yourself that confusion is not failure. You are teaching yourself that hard things become easier through contact. And this lesson goes beyond English. If you can face a difficult movie scene and not quit, you can face a difficult conversation. If you can train your ear through repetition, you can train your mind through discipline. If you can turn confusion into understanding, you can turn weakness into strength. That is why English can change your future. Not because English is magic, because the process changes you. It makes you more curious, more patient, more global, more courageous. It teaches you to listen before judging. It teaches you to learn from voices different from yours. It teaches you to stand in uncertainty and continue. The world belongs to people who can continue in uncertainty. When I was young, I did not know exactly where English would take me. I only knew I wanted to keep learning. I wanted to understand. I wanted to connect. I wanted to build myself beyond the limits around me. And every morning I practiced, I was telling my future, I am coming. Now I want you to tell your future the same thing. Do not wait until your English is perfect. Do not wait until you understand every movie. Do not wait until fear disappears. Begin today. Choose one scene. Listen without subtitles. Feel lost if you must. Then listen again. Find one sentence. Speak it. Repeat it. Let your mouth carry the sound. Let your ears learn the rhythm. Let your confidence grow from action. One scene can become a doorway. One sentence can become a seed. One day can become the beginning of a new identity. Maybe today you understand only a little. That is enough to begin. Maybe today your ears are slow. Train them. Maybe today you need subtitles. Use them, then challenge yourself again. Maybe today you feel frustrated. Good. Frustration means you are at the edge of growth. Do not step back. Step forward. Because the English you want is not hiding in comfort. It is waiting inside repetition. It is waiting inside courage. It is waiting inside the scene you replay one more time after your mind wants to quit. If I could learn with little, you can learn with what you have. If I could make mistakes and continue, you can make mistakes and continue. If I could use English as a window to the world, you can open that window too. But open it now. Do not let another movie pass while you tell yourself you are not ready. And do not let another year pass while your ears remain dependent on subtitles. Do not let your dreams remain translated by someone else. Train your ears. Train your voice. Train your courage. The world is speaking. Stories are speaking. Opportunities are speaking. Your future is speaking. Listen. And when you are ready, even if your voice shakes, answer. Thank you.